Hi guys, it's Lizzie the Light Worker here. So today guys, I want to know, are you wondering how you can attract more love into your life, more wealth and more opportunity, even optimal health and the right people? Do you want to know how you can access the law of attraction in your daily life? That's what we're going to cover in today's video. So make sure you stick around for the whole video so you can get all the messages, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So this is going to be for Gemini suns, moons, or rising Gemini signs. But if you guys would like to see this for another sign done, you can check into my playlists on my channel, and I've done a few of these before. So the first question we're going to ask is, how can you attract more love into your life? And we're using Butterfly Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So let's get right into this. So how can you attract more love into your life with motivation? Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so you may be in a stressful pattern or a pattern of sort of attracting the same types of people to you, and you may be wondering why. Sometimes you may be like attracting drama based on your routines. And when I say routines, I mean your routines when it comes to looking for love and attracting someone and dating, okay? Sometimes we have a flair for drama and we don't like to admit it because maybe that's all we've ever known when it comes to attracting a partner, right? But we want to attract the right type of partner. So, I'm feeling like this is a change in routines, okay? So you may just be also too like bored and burnt out just in life. And maybe you're just kind of fed up trying to like maintain a relationship or find the right relationship. But motivation is the advice here, okay? Really, it is to shake things up in your life. Try new things, try new ways, okay? And mostly your personal motivation in your own life. That reflects your love life and your ability to attract the right type of love to yourself, okay? So if you're not doing all you can for yourself, you really can't expect to attract the right types of love to yourself, okay? So that's what it means by motivation. So that's really good advice, actually. So how can you attract wealth and opportunity? Welcome the new. Okay, so with wealth and opportunity, this has to do with like projects and plans and maybe raises at a job or maybe a career change, where you open up more opportunities. Change is difficult, okay? It makes us anxious. As human beings in this human existence, it makes us very anxious, okay? And our survival instinct is always kicked into gear, no matter what, especially with change, whether you realize it or not. Your survival instincts will keep you strapped to something that you hate just to make a dollar. A slave to the money, then we die, okay? It's like change, it could be unclear at times. But you know what, to me, it's like a change may be due here, okay, or that's coming. And I feel like a big positive change, okay? So trust your inner guidance with this card here. Change can bring many blessings to you and everybody involved. So if you're working with a partner, or you had a falling out with someone, or falling out with your job, or, recently, or you're always sort of struggling with cash, it's really telling you to take a different direction. Don't do the usual, okay? It's really saying take a completely different avenue in life to attract more wealth to yourself. Okay, so how can you attract optimal health? Okay, so decisions. Now, this is saying to me that you may be fearful to make a decision about your health, or your mental health, your physical health, or your spiritual health, okay? So you may be fearful to make a decision, okay? So don't let fear hold you back. You know deep down what you need to do. Your heart is like, I'm sure, ringing for you to make that right choice, okay? Or what pops in your head, okay? Pay attention to what pops in your head. Not the big voice, not the big panicking voice. The small little voice, okay, that you have to sort of uncover that little voice. You may be avoiding making a choice out of fear, like I said. Or not knowing the consequences, okay? So you may have already even decided, which I want to say, if you've already decided to let things stay the same, That's a choice, isn't it? That's a decision, isn't it? Sometimes also, guys, we also need sometimes a second and a third opinion. Okay, so if this is talking about your health and you're having difficulties with getting the right answers or the right types of people around you, um, when it comes to your health, like doctors, therapists, physical therapists, nurses, whatever you're working with, okay? Sometimes it's best to get a second and a third opinion so that can help aid your decision, okay? Also, if you're indecisive whether you should start a new exercise regimen or you should diet a certain way, okay, it's going to require research, okay? So don't just worry about there's two options, you don't know what to do. There's always unlimited choices. There's always more choices than just two choices. If you look into things better, if you think with your rational, calm mind, okay, like I said, don't listen to that big panicky voice because that's going to throw you off. Okay, so how can you attract the right types of people? With emotions, to me, this is saying you should be evolving with different perspectives, okay? Listen to what your feelings say. Listen. Be honest with yourself, guys. You may also, when this card comes up, this emotions card, be profoundly empathetic, and you're actually, other people's emotions might be draining on you, okay? Or you might be absorbing others' emotions, okay, or feelings, okay? That's a big one with this card, all right? But really, to attract the right types of people, I'm feeling like you need to get better balance with your own emotions. You may be unemotional, and it's hard for you to open up with people, so this is telling you to be more open. You may be too emotional or overly emotional, and this is telling you to get better balance or a handle on it, okay? So that's a good way to help you to start to attract the right types of people. You want to attract like-minded people, people who are going to lift you up spiritually. You want people to lift you up, not to hold you back or hold you down or keep you in the same negative energies, okay? So, balance and harmony. How can you attract more balance and harmony? I'm feeling like if you support yourself emotionally, you can also support others emotionally. I'm feeling more like it's about like support as a circle, okay? Support like as a family or as a community, not just one or two people. I feel like many people involved to help be a support system, okay? So to attract more of this, I'm feeling like you should reach out to other people and be supportive to others as they've been supportive to you, even if they haven't been supportive to you in the past, or you haven't think that they've given you enough support. You got to kind of turn that around a little bit. I know that sounds like, you know, maybe we want to be selfish and keep everything to ourselves. I'm feeling like if you start to be more supportive to other people, it's going to come back to you, okay? It's going to find its way back to you, and you're going to reap the benefits of it. It's going to come back to you. Also, being supportive is going to make you feel supported because other people may depend on you for this. Even if it's in a casual way, it's going to help you open up to attracting more of this back to your life. So showing people maybe how you got through a tough time, how you tried to balance something back better, or maybe taking advice from them, okay? Also, this could have to do with you yourself getting a good support system. Maybe you don't have one. If you don't have one, therapy groups, things like that are easily accessed, okay? So how to get back to others. So an end of an era, this is interesting, guys. End of an era, it's like maybe you have to let something go here. Maybe something that's rather difficult that you've been struggling with to let go of. Giving back to others, maybe this means that you have to show people that you've moved on, or you are in the process of moving on, or maybe you have to help someone move on, or show them the way, show them how you've done this in the past. Okay, that's really what I'm thinking about here. And that is a way definitely to give back to people, okay? And also people that could have helped you, maybe they need you and they're not saying it. Okay, so it wouldn't hurt to like reach out in sort of like a casual reaching out sort of way to see if you could help them with anything that they need help with. But to me, this is more for you, and I'm thinking that, you know, you need to be a bit more gentle with yourself, okay? There could be a new cycle happening, a cycle of new beginnings and endings, okay? It could be touching you in a certain way. You know, it could be making you sad, or, you know, not sure, okay, unsure of the future, okay. But to me, this is saying is something that absolutely needs to happen. Sort of like when the butterfly is a caterpillar, builds its chrysalis, and then it is dormant, and then it comes out of a butterfly, okay. And it's sort of rebirth when that happens, right? So to me, this is more, take some time to get over any grief or losses, and deal with the transitions that are happening. Make plans for what you want to do next, okay? And if you need to, you know, remind yourself not to feel guilty about anything of the past, okay? And if you don't want to do anything extra right now because you're dealing with this, you can say no to extra activities. That is okay. To me, this is saying that you'll need to rest and heal and prepare for the next era that's coming, okay? So also, too, piece of advice would be to seek help from a support group, or maybe be in a support group and your story will help someone else. Or a counselor, okay? That's what's coming in for that. So how to show gratitude? Forgiveness. To me, this is going to be more for you, forgiving yourself, okay? So self-forgiveness. I feel like you've been carrying anger, guilt, shame, grief, regrets, you know, resentments, anything like that, okay? It's time to kind of like let that fly, okay? I feel like you're being guided to release like these bad thoughts, these bad negative things, these thoughts, these patterns, whatever is blocking you up. Forgiveness is not necessarily, forgiveness doesn't mean that what others did to you is okay. To me, it's more like forgiveness, that part of it is for you, okay? So you can sort of move on. It's sort of like detoxing yourself, like any of those bad energies or negative thoughts, like I said, or experiences. It's like letting them all go, okay? Treat yourself sort of with compassion. You might want to journal, start writing. Maybe maybe you had some traumatic things that happened to you, okay? And you could be in need of a support group, okay? Or some type of trauma counseling. But really, it's for you to gain the understanding about motivation to forgive, okay? So you got to motivate yourself to forgive and purge your system out, okay? So be sure to forgive yourself first for any regrets, release grudges, release anger, release all those things, okay? You know, don't berate yourself. Hanging on to this is not putting you any higher on your spiritual path. It's not allowing you to show gratitude, certainly to the universe or any of the spiritual team that's around you, okay? So this also has to do with past life healing, okay? And also could be about releasing a toxic relationship, okay? So healing from that. So more letting go of the past and adopting a better positive outlook on life when this card comes up, okay? So do those things for yourself. That is how you show gratitude. This reading is only a piece of how you can access the law of attraction. If you're interested in a private reading, guys, I'll leave the link in the description box for my PayPal account. If you'd like to leave the channel a donation, I use it towards decks of cards. I thank you so much for liking and subscribing and being a part of the channel. It's growing, and it's all because of you beautiful people. This has been Liz the Lightworker here. Many blessings to you all.